I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run on first down. Braxton, he takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. On second down, Braxton, he'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. They go play action here on first down. Spinning past him. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Malone. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
It's a game of 10. Hey, we got number 53.
On 1st and 10, Lloyd. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Lloyd. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. You don't want nothing. You don't look at me. Zipper. Big grip.
On first down, Marsh. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The pass there complete to Sutton, and they're able to get... This one across the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Matchbox lights.
He's checking. Crash.
Check 4.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's get that ball.
Operating from the gun, Silva. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can...
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On the ready.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Leo.
From the gun, Silva. And Jennings has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check, check. Lucky. General West, get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Marsh, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 6.
Ready.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Check right. Watch it,
Off play action. Silva. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 19 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down now. It's Marsh, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies hit it.
Looking to throw. Silva looking deep for Jennings. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Throwing to start the drive. Lloyd. Just keeping the play alive. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
53 to Mike, 53.
To throw on 3rd down. Lloyd, he sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He completes this to Sutton. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Silva. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. Jennings was the one he was looking for. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Marsh. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, Silva. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Hey, dude.
Throwing again. Silva. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun. Silva. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll keep it on the ground. Braxton, he's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. From the gun, Lloyd. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Silva. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Gary Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run on first down. Braxton. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Sponge. No. Watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Braxton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I got you, son. Hey, switch gears. Check. Switch. Check.
On first down, Braxton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Check 13. Check 13. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run on first down. Braxton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
He's brought down by
Let's stop.
a 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Lloyd. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Alert 3, alert.
Hard. Snap.
Back to throw. Silva. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Silva. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
5.
Mike 55. Let's go, D.
Be driven.
To throw again. Silva. And an alley to run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 55.
Back to throw. Silva. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Braxton. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Braxton, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Love. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 24, check 24. Say. Jim. Go. He's checking crack.
On second down, Braxton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Silva. He's got his man on the crossing route. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a desperation throw deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on first down. Braxton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Braxton, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. On first down, Braxton. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man there is Malone. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tennessee, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.